Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Gemini? Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, we've got some oracle decks we're going to look at, and I am going to read for the week ahead. So it is the weekend as I drop these, but whenever you get this, today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate with you. It's a general reading, so it may not resonate with you right now. It shouldn't, actually, because it's a future reading. A lot of people get in the comments are like, well, that doesn't resonate. Well, of course it doesn't. It's in the future. You can't see it. I do. That's all it is. Gemini, how you doing? Let's find out what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extended and talk a little bit about private reading sales. There's a couple different ones on right now. Let's find out what's going on. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. I hope you'll stay. And if you're just coming back, because you're always back, thanks for doing that. My rider dies. Let's talk about you, Gemini. Tell me what's going on with Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got foundation and achievements. Something is stabilizing on the home front here. It feels like there is a something that you are coming up to as an achievement, something that you've been building or saving for. So for some of you, it could be buying a house. Feels like it's something that is going to make you very happy, or it's something that's at the end of the rainbow, maybe. Foundation and achievements. So stability. Something that you've been working really hard toward here. Tell me more about Gemini, please. We've got open to infinite possibility. Oh, I kind of love that. Starfish spirit. I'm going to say be open. We've got card number 14 here, and that is temperance energy, which tells me that something is coming up in a moment of alchemy. So maybe this foundation or this achievement, you've not experienced it yet, but something is coming up at the right time, at the right place. It's going to make you feel very healed, and it's going to balance everything. It feels like you're going to feel very much in balance, and you're going to feel like you're in charge again, like something is happening for you and not against you. I'm going to say here. Yeah, so keep open, okay? Just be open. The starfish is open. Be open to infinite possibilities. Try and dream bigger than you ever have before. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Tell me about Gemini. We've got the casino. Oh, there's something here. I could pull the casino card actually a few times this week. And it feels as though there's something here that you were taking a gamble on, or something that you have taken a gamble on and you're waiting for the answer. I feel like if it's something you took a gamble on, like maybe you went for the loan and you didn't know if you were going to get it. Maybe this is the house of your dreams and you've wanted this house for so very long. Maybe you've been watching it for years and it finally came down to the right price. It feels like something here is coming into a moment of alchemy. So I'm going to say you can expect to get whatever it is you've been wishing or hoping for, because the rainbow is here over the house. So I feel like it could have something to do with property or something that's going to give you stability, or something that you're going to feel very proud about making an achievement. But I think it's something you took a big risk on, or that you were gambling. It says here card tables. So finally you put your money on the table and put your money where your mouth is. Jackpot moment, it says here. So it does feel like something is going to be, you're going to be celebrating something here, betting and odds. It feels like you did take a risk on something. We've got obstacles and challenges. So this is why I think that maybe possibly you're not really thinking that this is going to work out for you, because maybe there's been so many obstacles that have taken place that have been trying to keep you from whatever it is that you want. But the transformation is here and we can't stop it. That's major arcana. When the major arcana show up, there really isn't anything you can do except rehearse how you're going to react. You're either going to be you're going to respond or react, and transformation tells me it's happening. Something is coming to break down some sort of obstacle or challenge that you've had on the pathway to whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a house. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. But the foundation and achievements here, I feel like there's been a lot of obstacles, and I feel like transformation is here, the end of something, the end of the obstacles and challenges here. So you can have the thing that you want, the thing that you've been working on. We do have the Badger Spirit. It says fearless and bold. I feel like the fearless and bold is leading you to stability, which is 4. You might be seeing 4s. You might be seeing 5s. We got 59 and a 5 here. And then we have the gym here. It says here, fitness training, strength and endurance, gym equipment. Okay. It might have been confusing. And I feel like whatever it is that you're about to celebrate, whatever the thing is that you have betted the odds on, that you are gambling, that you're going to hit the jackpot about, it could be something that you've been working on really hard. Maybe you're trying to transform your health. It could be that, because the gym is here. Maybe you're trying to transform where you live. But it feels like whatever it is that you've been enduring a long journey, it says strength and endurance. So you've had the strength, so the power to hold back, the power to endure, and it feels like you've had to train. It feels like it's something that's been a lot of hard work, but I feel like you decided that you wanted it, and so you became fearless, like this little badger spirit here. Fearless and bold. I always want to call it little. It's just sweet, but we all know badgers could rip your face off, right? We've got life is speeding up. So something is working out and coming into balance for you here, card number 2. And then we got card number 4. Look, something is doubling. So I don't know what's happening here, but something is doubling up and something is moving forward here. Because you were fearless, I feel like things are going to begin to move forward. Let's look at tarot before we get too deep into the oracles. Tell me about Gemini. Sounds like a good week for you, Gemini, coming up here. Oh, yes, we've got a new deck we're using today. It's called Forest Tarot. That's what it is. Got it off for Amazon. It's really pretty. Yep, comfortable in the hands. Let's find out. I'm just going to cut one more time. Let's find out what's going on for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. What is this foundation and achievement? Foundation or achievement? This happy time here. Feels like there's going to be people here who are going to celebrate this with you. Could be your family. Could be other people that you know. People in your community. Tell me about the foundation and achievements. We've got Judgment. Oh, I like it. You've decided that you're going, oh, look, there's people here. I said there's other people who could be helping you out, right? It does feel like there are other people around you here. Judgment tells me that there's going to be other people watching you as you do the 180 in your life. Something here is happening that you've been working on. I don't know if it's your health or wealth or money or job or relationship, but everybody's watching. I feel like something is like there's a group of people who are standing around here watching. So it feels like everybody is going to be seeing you have some type of success. So stay open because the possibilities are infinite here. And it is a moment of alchemy. We've got the Lovers. Very interesting. So it's your choice to stay open to all of the possibilities. Don't limit your possibilities here. Tell me about the casino. Are we hitting the jackpot? What's going on here? Tell me about this. There's 2 major arcanas here. And so it feels like there is going to be some changes coming up for sure. Definite changes. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, I like it. It's the new path. Oh, I like that. The Ace of Wands is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 10 wands here. Very cool. So we go from the 10 to the Ace. It feels like you are at the end of a cycle. You've been carrying around something for a long time. I felt like it was sort of a journey for you. Something, it's like, when you first go to the gym. I don't know if you've ever been a first-time gym person, but you have no idea what the hell's going on. You don't know what the machines do. You don't know what you need. Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I feel like it may have been confusing, and maybe you had held back from it for a while, but I think that something is about to change here, and you're about to be off on a new exciting path. Something that you had gambled on is paying off. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Tell me about this Judgment card. We've got the King of Cups. Something you kept under the surface. We've got the Moon. You kept it under the surface because you weren't sure exactly how things were going to work out. And now we have a synchronicity. Temperance shows up, and we have card number 59, which is a 14. And 14 is the card of Temperance. So something here is coming into balance. Something that was out of balance is coming into balance, and I feel like it's a moment of alchemy. I feel like with the moon energy here, that the reason that you kept it under the surface, King of Cups, and you didn't tell anybody about the judgment that was about to be cast upon you is because you didn't know if it was going to be positive or negative. But it feels like this is going to be an achievement, something that everybody sees you achieve. Your choice, I feel like you are being asked to choose staying open to infinite possibilities. It really is hard to know what that is because we don't know what infinity looks like, right? But I feel like something, as long as you stay open, keep your arms open, stay open and be ready to receive whatever is brought to you. I feel like if you choose it, it will be yours. The Three of Swords is here. We've got the Four of Wands. And we've got the Seven of Swords. It does, I feel like now I know why this is here. So asking you to keep open to infinite possibilities is because you're a little bit of a cynical brain, right? Gemini, I know that energy very well and I love it. And you're a little bit of a cynical brain. You're like, that doesn't ever work out for me, Elsie. I don't know why you're being so upbeat about the whole damn thing, but it just doesn't work out that way for me. I feel like that you feel like, yeah, well, something's got to be under the surface. Something's going to go wrong. Things usually go wrong and I end up heartbroken. And that's the reason why I don't choose to take these leaps of faith. That's why I keep everything under the surface. It's why I don't share anything until something actually comes to the surface, comes to fruition. I feel like the Seven of Swords is telling me that you're cynical, that it could go either way. In this particular depiction, we see somebody holding a sword up, which is, hey, I got something to say, and we got a sword down, which is, I'm not going to tell anybody. It could go either way. I feel like this person holding on to both swords, it does feel like it has something to do with your stability. We look at fours, we look at fours, we look at fours. You might be seeing fours. And if you are, I think that's telling you that around the corner, something that you think was going to end up in heartbreak or disappointment is actually gaining stability. So the reason that if there is a delay or you're not hearing about this is because there is, it has to gain legs first. It has to get stability first. But I feel like in the whole situation here, I feel like the Seven of Swords is your energy. It feels like you're like, I don't know. It could go either way. I feel like you're trying to think positive thoughts because the Four of Swords is here, healing. You're trying to think positive thoughts, but I don't think you think it's going to work out for you. What are we talking about? What is this Ace of Wands, please? We've got the Empress. For some of you, it could be somebody that you're interested in terms of a love relationship. Doesn't have to be, of course. We've got the Nine of Swords. And we've got the Hanged Man. So here you are hanging out in the Nine of Swords. And I heard Charlie say that when I put down the Nine of Swords, and I heard Charlie say, Charlie is my guide, by the way. Yeah, I'm a little weirdo, but I heard Charlie say, but it is, you're hanging out here in the Nine of Swords. And so I feel like you're hanging out here in the worrisome energy. You're looking too far back. You're comparing the present moment to whatever happened back there. But you're also looking too far into the future and making plans. And you're saying, no, I can't make plans. This isn't solid yet. It feels like there's a pause. So I'm going to say that whatever it is, you've got to wait for it. And it could come to you in the week ahead. But it feels like you've been waiting already now for a while. So it feels like something is in a pause. And I feel like the reason it's in a pause is because we need perspective. But understand with the casino here, I feel like you're about to hit the jackpot. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to win the lottery. But I'm saying that it's going to feel like the jackpot to you because it's something that you really wanted or something that you worked hard for. We're going to go into the extended. If you would like to be in the extended with us, please look at the top of all of the comments. There is a pinned comment there. It'll tell you how to get to the membership area. There is a link there. If you'd like to purchase this outright, there's also a link there for that. And if you're interested in a private reading, I've got 2 separate sales going on right now. One for the live calls. And if you're interested in speaking to me through video or through a call, then please go ahead and check out my timetable. Right now it's kind of limited because I'm going away for a few days here. I'm going to the cabin, last cabin trip of the year. And so right now it's a little bit limited, but by the end of the week, I'll be opening it up again. Anywhere between 5 and 75% off of the live readings if you're interested in that, as long as you book ahead. And then I do have pre-recorded readings. And right now there's 10% off when you take the code that is in the pinned comment and you go to Hypsee. You will see all of my packages there. You can check out all of my pricing. You will get 10% off on checkout and off of anything that I'm reading on. All right, so let's take a look at this here. Let's cut one more time and let's find out what sort of energy that we're taking into the extended. We're going to clarify all of this, of course, and get you a little more detail. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, that escalated quickly. And I feel like still you're keeping it under the surface and you're not telling anybody. So even when it finally does materialize for you, Gemini, I don't think you're telling anybody. I think you're going to keep it to yourself. I think you're going to keep it quiet. I feel like the Page of Pentacles tells me of the possibility or the opportunity, and boom, there it is. All of a sudden, the seed is planted, and we are on our way. So I feel like you are expecting some sort of abundance. That could be money, energy, time, effort. Could be good health, could be wealth, could be a new job. It feels like whatever it is, you're keeping it under the surface. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, and it's going to surprise everybody. Whatever is going on, it's not only going to surprise you, but it's going to surprise all these people on this Judgment card. I feel like it's going to surprise all the people that you know. We're going to go into the extended. If you want to be there, then you know how to get there already. And if this is where we part, that's cool, because I'll be back, because I'm always back, Gemini. Have a beautiful weekend. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.